Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Levi. In today's video, we are going to be going over how to get your first land deal as soon as possible. So guys, just right off the bat, if you guys are trying to get your first land deal as soon as possible, stop chasing the life-changing deals, the buy for 40, sell for 80s. That's just guru marketing, people who are trying to sell you the dream. And of course, those deals do exist, and yes, people do them, but you, the beginner with absolutely no experience, no employees, no money to have consistent outreach, no framework, no sales ability, you guys will not be getting these deals. Your competition is going to get them instead, right? And I don't say this to discourage you guys, but I want it to be realistic for you. I want you guys to have a realistic idea of what you're getting yourself into, right? And now you might be asking yourself, well, then how do I get my first deal? Well, I'm going to tell you, okay? So the fastest way, guys, to get your first deal, and this sounds obvious, but target low ticket parcels. I'm talking about buy for $2,000, sell for $8,000, right? And these are not life-changing deals by any means, but they are 100% realistic. And that's how I started in my business, and I ended up becoming very successful. And here's what beginners don't understand, because it's not really taught on YouTube, right? Low ticket land is very overlooked. It has almost no competition in it. It's very easy to negotiate, and it's easy to sell these things, right? And even though the spreads on these deals are small, you can still get like 3 to 5x margin on these deals very consistently. And that's insane, because you are not doing that with higher ticket properties. You don't need a $60,000 spread on your first deal to completely change the trajectory of your life, right? Because all you really need is one deal to go through, which gives you proof of concept, and that changes everything for you mentally, right? And I want to give you guys a very realistic beginner strategy. So instead of just going and pulling a bunch of random counties, guys, just find small subdivisions with 40 plus parcels in it and market to those subdivisions specifically. Now, why is this? For the most part, usually it'll have the same zoning, it'll have the same buyer pool, it has easier comps because all of the land is homogeneous and very close by, so it's easier to price, it's easier to make your offers, and it's very repeatable. Now, if you hit it multiple times by cold calling, texting, and direct mail into one focused pocket of land, right, you are going to close deals efficiently, and you are going to know the market better than someone who's pulling the entire county. Now, let's talk realistic numbers, okay? Not fantasy, realistic. So from my experience, and guys, you know, when I started this, I don't do the lower ticket model anymore. I made my transition once I did enough of these deals to really hone in on my skills, right? But when I was still doing the very low ticket model, I was getting a deal about every 300 to 400 touches on cold calling and texting. And so this is not like you need 300 or 400 people to actually get on the phone. This is like 300 to 400 total cold calls and texts combined, right, to produce one deal. And so this is like, again, total outreach, not just responses. And so with mail, sometimes it's as low as every 50 to 100 in the right, subdivision. And so not every subdivision hits though, and sometimes you're going to get lucky, but when you stack volume the right way, it becomes very predictable. And that's what's important here, because predictability is what generates consistent deal flow, right? So you might go send out 200 mail guys to like 3 subdivisions, get no hits, but then on the 4th subdivision, you send out 50 mail and you get 3 deals. So those are just kind of some averages for you, right? Those are just realistic averages. And I know that's so different than what you hear on other people's channels. But the thing is, guys, again, we're not chasing the people who have gotten reached out to by 10 other land investors that week. We're not. We're reaching out to people who haven't been contacted in 5+ years, right, by any land investors. So that's why it's so easy to close these deals. And so this works so fast because you guys are just playing on easy difficulty, right? Again, you're not trying to compete with others, and you're just doing really simple and clean deals, right? And while you do this, you develop really good skills, right? You learn how to talk to sellers. You learn how to comp land efficiently. You learn how a land transaction actually works to buy and to sell. You learn how to list things. You learn how to sell things. And so once you understand the process, that's when you can move up and start chasing these bigger deals, right? But don't make day one the hardest possible version of land investing, right? Because you're not going to get your first deal quickly. And that's the biggest mistake that I see beginners trying to make is they try to start at level 10, where you actually do get the life-changing results. But you can't start there. You have to start smaller. So guys, start at level 1, win, repeat it, and scale when you deem necessary. That's how you scale a land investing business. So guys, I hope that maybe this helped you in some type of way. If you guys need any help with this, this is exactly what I teach in my school community. I teach starting out small, doing very small deals. So, the buy for 2, sell for 10. We also teach trying to get seller financing contracts to give you passive income. That way, when you are ready to scale, you have $6,000 to $10,000 in your bank account that you can put towards marketing each month. So your marketing is essentially free. And so that's what we teach. So if you guys are interested in that, check out the link in the description. If you guys like the video, make sure you actually leave a like on the video, comment anything that you learned, or if you have any questions, or DM me on Instagram. I answer all of my DMs. And of course, subscribe. I hope you guys have a nice rest of your day, and peace out.